Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ezio here. Just gonna go through a little ranked replay, a little idea I had a little bit back. Since I do like coaching and replay analysis a lot on my stream, I thought I'd just put a video up on YouTube, just going through a little ranked game I had, and just go over the mistakes I'm gonna make, and maybe you guys can learn from it. You can tell me later on if you think there's something I could have done different in certain scenarios, or maybe tell me if you like these types of videos or not. Just give me your feedback in the comments down below. But yeah, let's jump right into it, I guess. Going for kickoff here. See how this goes. I completely whiff it. But yeah. Just gonna go through the things I think I should have done better or could have done better to maybe avoid a goal. I got completely caught off guard there. I didn't think they would push it there. I was getting ready for the 50-50 there, and essentially Victor pushed in, tried to help me, and he just pinched it over me, and I got demoed in the process. That's kind of unfortunate. I spawned there, tried to push up, but this moment is pretty crucial. I turn off the ball cam and see Victor going up. That's why I pretty much just heard him popping up, so I checked if it was a teammate or not. That made it pretty unlikely for me to get the ball in the first place, so I stayed down. This is pretty unfortunate as well. Phoenix just pushing me there. It took me a little bit to realize. We could have driven like the whole fucking distance there. But yeah, it worked out. Getting a cheeky pop there wasn't that good to begin with, because I don't know if anyone else could have gotten that ball, to be honest. Let's see. Nah, Victor was actually blocked there. Let's see. Yeah, Victor didn't really have a good touch there. I don't know. That's hard to tell if Victor would have gotten the next bounce, but essentially the opponent doesn't really get a good hit. Here we double commit. Probably shouldn't go for this. I should just rotate back to the goal line right here, around ish. Wait, where am I? Should have probably just went back here, driven back, and went on the back post here. Maybe I could have gotten that attack then, but Eldrup actually ends up going for it instead. Let's go back on my point of view. Interesting touch. My thought there was to just support, but then I saw the touch and just backed off. Now the number one tip I can give anyone who tries to improve is just stop looking at your teammates' mistakes and rather look at things you can do differently. We'll probably get a few examples later on down the line in this game where I can show you that premise. But yeah, let's just keep going for now. So they get demoed here. I got free space. Now a lot of people would just smash this away towards the goal, which is just, I mean, this is Grand Champ level, so this might work on Platinum, Diamond, but I don't really recommend it. I would get in the habit of using your space even in the lower ranks. That way you will be way more dangerous in offense, and just you're just gonna give the defense a bad time. So what my plan originally was there is to pass to Eldrup, but he ended up pre-jumping because he expected a hard hit from me. So that's where I had to improvise. The moment I saw him take off, and I had already taken the soft touch, I had to make the decision to maybe catch the ball and flick it over. But it didn't work. Phoenix read me like a book, so that wasn't good afterwards. And that leaves Victor completely in a 2-on-1, which is my bad. Now most people would, nah, not really in this situation, but in some situations like this, there's actually some people who would spam what a save on that guy for a shot that's pretty fucking hard to save. And the reason he got into that situation was because of my mistake. I brought him, I got them into that situation in the 2-on-1. That should never happen. You want to make sure your teammates have the easiest game possible once you play with them. That's how you actually grow as a player. Now here I completely cut off Eldrup. I saw him too late. I should be aware. I usually look behind me on the kickoff if they're where my teammates are going in solo queue. But yeah, I see him right there, but I realize it's too late, so I just pull through with it. The one thing you want to do though is just look around constantly, or have a mental note of where your teammates are at. That way this won't happen too much. So I try to make the best of it. Try to go for a 50-50 because I see Phoenix coming in. I actually get a pretty decent hit there, and Eldrup actually decides to go back in. It was a nice attempt, it almost worked out. But just because something works doesn't make it just because something works once doesn't make it a good decision overall. So here I actually don't make that mistake. I'll let Eldrup push up because he has a better angle on the ball. And here I'm just trying to get the pressure up. I know this is going to bounce in favor of Bella, so I'm backing off and going into shadow position. And let Victor go for the ball right here. Eldrup had a pretty decent shot there, I think. But I think he got blocked just before he could do it. Yeah. There was no way he was going to shoot that on net without being blocked. So here I'm just trying to support, get a good hit. Phoenix unfortunately gets the clear. I just try to block both of them. Get as much mass on the ball as possible. I know Bella's gonna hit this head on, and I just, in case he gets upward momentum on it, I'm gonna block it. But he actually misses it, I think. Let's see this. Let's watch this from his perspective. I think he actually misses that. Yeah, he completely misses. So that's why I'm flying over as well, but I get a slight hit on it. And that's what's important. I'm the last guy. I shouldn't really go for anything risky. But yeah, I get a hit on it, immediately back out because there's nothing I should do here. Victor is already preparing for the next move of the opponent, and I should just go out of the way of my teammates without getting in their way, essentially. Just want to be completely out of your opponent's teammate's path. I tried to boom that, but essentially this wasn't really a good clear. This was actually a really bad clear, but it worked out in this situation. I wanted to clear this towards the middle. Like, in the most ideal scenario, I wanted to shoot this on net, but a clear to the left corner on the screen right now would also be really nice. Like towards their half, in their corner, their right corner. But yeah, I essentially just end up clearing this towards Bella, which could get a really nice setup there. He just doesn't see the high clear coming. That's why this worked, but it doesn't make it a good decision. Like if he gets a better angle here, if he sees that clear coming and just drives more up the wall before he hits it. Let's watch it from free camera and I'll show you what I mean. Wait, so where's Bella? She's right here. I clear this. If he drives directly up, right here, to the height of the ball, and gets it right here, it's a really nice setup, and Victor is gonna have a hard time defending that. But yeah, just because of the angle he took up there, he got a weak hit and made an offense possible. That's why I'm setting up for the pass right here. This is also real important, knowing where your teammates are. The moment he got that weak touch, I knew someone of my teammates was gonna push up and get this. So I tried to get myself in a good position to take that pass. And it almost worked out. Phoenix got a good block on me. Could have at least set it up. So here I kind of cut my mate. I don't know. Actually, let me know if in the comments if you think I should have gone for that. I actually thought, oh, I don't want to cut my teammate. I'll set myself up. But in the process of that, I actually take myself out of the game if Eldrup doesn't get a good clear. Which is what happens here. Now I left Victor in a 2-on-1 again. Or a 1-on-1 because nobody is there for some reason. But you get my point. I took myself completely out of the game in the hopes of getting a good offense. But if that clear goes wrong, I leave the goalie in that for no reason. So I get a good clear here. Nice pass into the middle. Let's watch that clear again, actually. When you go for clears like that, you want to make sure you're completely blocking off the goal. That's why I'm going at an angle like this here. I want to get a soft touch, but I also want to block the goal completely, like I'm doing right now. All I want to do is to stop his downward momentum on his shot. That's what's working out pretty well for me. Let's see where this goes. So I'm pushing up again because I think my teammate's gonna have this. He gets a good clear, as I expected. I already knew he was gonna push up behind me. So let's see what's happening now. I see Victor in the middle, so I try to get a good pass off. It's actually really accurate. I know my teammate's gonna go for it now. I'm just gonna back off. So here, it's questionable whether I did the greatest pass there. Now, my teammates are both rotating out, pretty much. There's no way, nobody's going for that ball, so I should probably just take it a little better. Maybe hit it off their ceiling somehow. Just make it really awkward for them. That's what your main goal should be. In that kind of situation where you have nobody to receive your pass, essentially. Victor's all on the other side of the map, while Eldrup is just rotating back, so... I pretty much just gave them position, and that's what you never want to do. He's got space now, and he took one play out of the game just because of my mistake. Luckily he backs off and gives Eldrup the ball though. So I tried to get a really awkward touch here. This was my only intention. I tried to get it as unpredictable as possible. He probably expected me to hit this with my nose. Just hit it a little lower, so I tried to get as low on the ball as possible and pop it really high. That probably caught him a little bit off guard. He doesn't even get the clear, I think. That's probably why. He was expecting a really usual shot, and it went higher than he thought, and it was a really bad clear for him. Let's go back on my point of view. But yeah, you always want to make those passes, those crosses into the middle as unpredictable as possible, especially in champ ranks. I don't know what ranks you are, the guys that are watching right now, if you are still watching. But yeah, in the champ ranks you want to make it as unpredictable as possible. Don't do those normal passes everyone does. You're just not gonna score. Champ players have saved those shots like a billion times. So here I'm just trying to set up for a pass. I should have probably been a little more defensive on that pass, being I'm the last one back. So Victor doesn't really get the best touch in it, or I'm just not really the best positioned I could be. So he catches me off guard by having the height on it. I can't really go for this anymore. I tried to catch it, but it's already too late. So I could have stayed a little more defensive there. Just slow down a little bit, especially once I see how much boost he uses, with how much velocity is going towards the ball. I should be backing off a little bit. But yeah, it catches me off guard, which is really bad. And Bella gets a really nice shot on it there. Nice. Yeah. Not really much I could have done from that moment. I should have positioned myself better earlier. That way I wouldn't have that problem. Double commit on the kickoff. I don't actually know who called that. I usually try to give a quick chat. Like, even if you don't really use quick chat, at least give that command that you're going for the ball, or that you're gonna tell the other guy to go for the ball. At least do that if you're not gonna use quick chat that often, because that's really important, especially in the higher ranks. So I know I'm not gonna get this ball. I back off. Eldrup actually stops this for me. I'm just way too slow on this. I expected it as clear forward, but yeah, it was a hard clear for Eldrup to make. So I go up for this way too late. You see Sakura is already in the air. He's way closer to me. I'm bound to lose this every single time. And I'll leave the net open. And that's what got my teammates into a really bad position. Yeah, that clear was unfortunate, but I kind of got them into this. Got them into that situation. What the fuck? Anyways, that's what you want to think about. You always want to only take notice of your mistakes. You just want to try to find your weaknesses to improve on. Blaming your teammates is just gonna... How do I say this? It's gonna make you not notice your mistakes that often. You're simply gonna progress slower as a player. That's all I want to say. So what happened here? Let's see my kickoff. A little too much left, but I think Sakura had also a really bad kickoff. So I see Eldrup pushing up here. That's why I'm rotating back. I saw him in the corner for a second, but I'm actually rotating too far back here, but it doesn't matter because they're fucking monsters apparently. Oh well. Never mind. Let's move on. I usually cheat on this position. I mean, that's just personal preference. But here I see Eldrup going for it, I rotate back, and I try to get a really awkward touch for my opponent here. I wait for the last second to backflip, and that way I hit it really high. Oh, I actually didn't even hit it with my backflip, never mind. Here's where I get myself in a really bad position again, because I expect a clear from the backboard. I'm trying to set myself up for an offensive play, like actually getting the clear of my teammate here, of Victor. But he doesn't get the best touch. I try to wait for Eldrup's clear, and I read the bounce completely wrong. I push out way too much and leave the goal completely open. Yeah, you always want to go through losses you had, just like this, and really take note of every single mistake you're making. I hope some people of you can learn from this. Maybe start doing it yourself, because it's actually gonna improve you a lot. And also let me know whether or not you like these kind of videos, whether I should do your replays. You can send me your replays. I can link my Discord down below. You can send me your replays or Discord, contact me. Maybe we can make something happen. Because the thing with Grand Champ replays is it's played completely different to lower ranks. It's much more air game. That's why I'm thinking about doing lower ranks as well. Simply because gold players, for example, can relate to that way more. This touch is actually quite crucial. Let's see. So I try to get as much mass of my car as possible on that ball again. I know he's gonna try to hit it into the corner. That's how I win that 50. Eldrup just rotates badly here. So I'm in a really bad spot now. Essentially, they expect me to make like a really low pass to the middle, maybe in front of that. But I'm actually just trying to pop this out really lightly, catching them off guard and getting the ball as close as possible to my teammates, so they can get a 50-50. This is what this is exactly what happens. I got the ball close enough to Eldrup to get a 50 off and defuse that situation entirely. This clear is really bad. I could have gotten that way further out, but yeah, that's just mechanics. Going through replays like this will just make you way better at noticing your weaknesses, and it's gonna make it way easier to notice them and work on them efficiently. Yeah, that was just unfortunate. Just because of my pass there, Bella was able to get a nice setup to the middle there. Completely passed it to him. That's what you pretty much should never do. Alright, we're approaching the last half minute here. Eldrup was chatting in game here with me. He wasn't mad, I was just telling about the video idea. But yeah, here we're just gonna try to get a play going. I'm just gonna back off since I'm a third man. Maybe get a play off of this. I'm way too late, I should not commit to this. Luckily they don't score because of it, I think. Yeah, I can push up here. And we can get a nice goal. Victor comes out of nowhere. But yeah, guys, let me know if you like these kinds of videos. Let me know if you want to see videos of other ranks. Let me know if you found some decisions I made that were mentioned. And tell them to me in the comments if you think I could have done something better that I didn't mention in here. Because I'm just another player that's trying to improve. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And let me know in the comments whether you liked it or not. Alright, see you guys.